What's going on, everybody? Thought I'd start off the video with some pictures and some videos of some burnouts, a little V6 action. Since that was a lot of fun, but I haven't been on in a while. I thought I'd do a little post or a video of some pictures of what's been going on with the LS. I ended up having to redo the whole, not just part of the engine, the whole engine. I pretty much bought a bad engine. Started with the trunnions or the trunnion, whatever you want to call it. Y'all seen a needle in a couple of my other videos. And then took the motor apart, got it out the truck, took it apart. Lifters were bad. Everything was bad. Get it to the engine shop. They get further into the thing. Pistons had too much clearance, causing piston slap. Rods weren't that good. And they said they first gen rods, you don't want to use them. And of course, the only thing that was good in the engine was the crank and the block. So I pretty much paid 3,500 bucks for a broke engine. So I wasn't gonna go and say everything that was done to the engine until I had the engine. I'm going to get it tomorrow. It is done. So here's the bearing, and uh, it just pretty much, fell out of the rocker arms, and I had a few of them that were broke. And then this is once I got the motor apart and everything and started tinkering around with it, and then uh, got everything loose and got the lifters out, and just was really aggravated. That's them over there on the little table to the right, my brother's camper table. I used it for a workbench with the rocker arms and everything. And there's the lifter. The lifter is pretty much broke. There was another one that was about to go, and I ended up, just taking them out. Had 6 good sets with the push rods, and those are going in the V6. The camshaft looked like a custom grind. It was a comp cam, and it was pretty much, it's shot. You'll see the lobes here. Just check them out. They were shot. The cam was on its way out. The bearings were gone. They were down to the copper. I crunched the numbers and got everything situated. It was not an LS6. It was an LS1 with an LS6 Grand cam, good lifters, good push rods, and good springs. Stock LS1 compression, which is like 10 to 1, maybe 10-2 to 1. It had, the stock LS1 heads, which were 806 heads. I ended up changing everything. I'm talking from top to bottom. So I ended up having some stuff powder coated. My little buddy I talked about in one of my older videos, D-Boy, he did all my powder coating for me. I had to change the valve covers and everything. I'll get into that later, but there's some more videos of him. He was cooking them, getting them ready. And I did my intake. I mean, it's looking good. So, uh, yeah, my timing cover, it's turning out nice. It's turning out really nice. Uh, the engine looks great. You'll see further down the video. I didn't want to, do this because I'm really not, I'm learning how to do this stuff. So there's my intake. I went with the black chrome, had my rails done, powder coated. That's my little buddy's decal on the top right there. There's the new rods and the new pistons. I went with the H-beam Eagle rods with the Molly pistons and rings. Bored the motor 10 over. Got that going. That's the new crank. So y'all, this is a 383 stroker now. This is not a 5.7 anymore. It went from a 345 or 350 as they call it. It's now a 384. That's it pretty much assembled with the oil pump and everything out front. I ended up putting new heads on the motor. It's got the 799 heads on it. That's my shaft rockers. That's the motor today. I took this picture today when I went to go pay them to check it out and see if it was done, and it ended up being done. I went and paid them tonight. And there's the little V6. I pulled it out. I needed that roll around to go pick my engine up tomorrow. We're going to do something with that. That will happen. So just give me a little time. I need to get some money back together. It's the first day I got it. It's a stock picture of it. After I got it all cleaned up, thought I'd throw that in there. And this is what it's looking like. I ended up dropping the back a little more after that last video. Y'all seen it when I was doing it in the parking lot and I had it running and everything. I ended up going down another 1.5 inches in the back, so that's a picture of it. But there you go. There's the finished product. Hopefully, when I get this motor back together, it'll pretty much be good to go. So I don't know. Oh, and that's pretty much what I bought. You see that big turd rolling out my dog Duke's butt right there? That's what I spent 3,500 bucks on. I thought I'd throw that in there too. Sorry if it offends some people, but hey, it is what it is. Well, that's everything I got going on. I hope everybody enjoyed the video, and the holidays are rolling in and everything. The whole engine ended up costing me about $7,000 after it was all said and done between machine work, labor, parts, everything else. But thanks for watching, and I appreciate all the support I've been getting in comments below. And I will put a list of the parts that I put into this engine if anybody's looking to do something a little different. Uh, Other than that, man, I'll be in touch. Really appreciate all the support. And, if you're new, hello, hit like, dislike, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever you want to do. And I will try and get some more stuff up soon. Appreciate it. And y'all have a happy holiday.